Oh my god, we made it. It's insane. Dream come true.
No sleep.
Yeah, 4 hours of sleep again.
Yes!
We just need some beers to get us through today. There's Silver Star. This is insane. Oh my god.
The park I've always wanted to visit and fifth stop of our 100-hour driving tour around Europe is Europa Park. This theme park in Rust, Germany features a big collection of coasters, flat rides, dark rides, and shows, and near every single one of them has been manufactured by MACK Rides. It's their theme park and proving grounds, and they go above and beyond to showcase their products in the best way they possibly can. So, come and join us at Europa Park.
Oh my god. This is so weird to see this coaster.
I know. We drove all the way.
God. I'm getting emotional.
Oh no. Oh no, don't cry.
The park entrance features a German-style village with endless restaurant and shopping options, some dark rides, and top-notch Disney-quality theming. This park is massive and overwhelming, so we walked through a few other areas of the park right off the bat. France features a large geometric dome with one of the signature roller coasters inside the park, as well as a beautiful courtyard area lined with more shops and restaurants. Transitions between these areas of the park are sharp and disguised in a way that once you're into the next themed area, the surroundings change quick. Buildings are multi-use between lands, meaning that one side is the Swiss building when the other side is France, but you would never know. It hides them perfectly and makes use of space in ways that no other amusement park does. The Swiss-themed area of the park is surrounded by the best-looking bobsled coaster in the world, weaving around trees through a layout that is impossible to make out. Our first ride of the day was a Haunted Mansion-style attraction. It was well-themed in what you can expect from a ride of this nature. Fast boarding and no line throughout the day, so ride it whenever other lines are long. Next, and the first coaster that we stumbled upon, Euromir. Modeled after a Soviet-Russian space station, this spinning wild mouse-like ride is a must-do. A catchy soundtrack is one that is sure to stick with you, and a lift hill experience that is unlike any other has the entire train in an excited mood before anything has even happened on the ride. While the ride is one that could use some updated track work, its views and mirror silos make it one of the most recognizable coasters in the world. Europa Park gets busy, so I've been told visiting during the off-season is your best bet. There's a free skip-the-line system in the app. But with limited rides and limited use, we never really got it to work. Plus, Europa's incredibly fast operations, queues with 1,000 people in them, keep moving, and the high capacities eat through these lines quite quickly. The Scandinavian Village features a fun raft ride, and again, some of the best theme park food out there. You won't get too wet in these rapids, so they're definitely recommended, and quite fun since they send out a bunch of rafts at once, so you may even get past while out in the course and bump a bit.
Oh, we are cruising.
Little quirks like the exit bridge from the ride are exactly what makes this such a special place. Blue Fire was next as we wandered around the park, likely the most popular coaster at the theme park. Reaching a 40 to 60 minute wait for most of the duration of this busy day, the launched ride has now been cloned all over the world, but this is the first and the one that fits in just right with the park. Rockwork around the ride area and a refreshing layout make this a must-do in the park, especially that ending Heartline roll. Really one of the best inversions out there. Next door to that is a Great Coasters International manufactured wooden coaster named Wodon Timber Coaster. The smoothest of its kind out there and a fast-paced layout make it one of the highest rated wooden coasters in Europe. It's on the short side, and while not my personal favorite GCI, it's still a must-do. Plenty of terrain use and pathway interaction. They hide parts of the layout well, and the queue is long and likely one of the best queues for a roller coaster that I've ever been in.
It's incredible. The pacing is nuts. It's on the short side, but it's one of the better GCIs. It's super smooth. If it was any longer, the pacing would be screwed up.
And I did think by far the best part of the ride was the ending. It does like a good forward, left, right, like pretty quick tilts. I liked it a lot.
Atlantica Super Splash is another wet ride and one of the water coasters here. Again, not too wet and worth your time, but a short layout and not one that we bothered going on again. It's refreshing and the wait time is shorter than the other attractions in the park because of its simplicity. Europa is filled with little secrets and walks within the park, and it was at this time that we really had time to find some of these, and that's why it's so important that you take your time here. Walk into some random buildings or stores that you normally wouldn't go into. Take a trip into a different bathroom, push some buttons, just go explore because this place has everything, including this little thing peeing right next to you in a urinal.
He's so cute. I love him. Can I take a picture? Look, here we go.
A large indoor space houses a dark ride coaster combo called Arthur. This original MACK ride system is still quite rare around the world, and the storyline itself is confusing to me, and I literally had no idea what was going on, but it smelled like honey at the end, and it was awesome. This is a seriously good dark ride.
This is a legit spiral staircase in the queue.
There were like ants
Arthur.
and there were bees and like a lot of wild animals.
Oh my God.
And then M&M started playing.
Arthur, the dark ride / powered coaster,
Inverted powered coaster.
was really good. Good.
That was like, honestly, that might have been the
Yeah.
coolest ride I've been on today. Like Blue Fire is my favorite, but coolest.
yeah.
That was so unique
The
and nowhere.
quality
I've never
is
seen anything like
the
it.
quality's top notch for
Yes.
sure. So it's really busy in the park today, but if you're looking for a place to get beer with no line or eat with no line, this Irish pub.
This little
This-
adorable cookie. They gave me
Here's
so
a little
much
cookie.
alcohol. I love it so much here. I love it.
If you're looking for a place with no line to eat and drink, this Irish pub, located in the kids area next to these sweet slides, is the place to get it. It's really not crowded over here.
A larger water coaster, Poseidon, is one that MACK has retracked a bit to create a smoother experience.
That's like the biggest reveal.
This is like
ever.
amazing, yeah. This came out of nowhere.
It has minimal theming along the actual layout compared to other attractions in the park. It was a one and done for us, but it's a nice long water coaster. Really wasn't bad at all. It was easy to get lost here, but we went on a few more dark rides and a Buzz Lightyear type shooting game before moving on and finally getting on Eurosat Can coaster. This is the first major attraction that you see in the park. The EPCOT Ball has one of the best attractions of the whole park as well. Don't miss this Space Mountain kind of like ride. It's really worth your time. Silver Star is the coaster you can see from the outside of the park, and one that is manufactured by Swiss manufacturer Bolliger and Mabillard. This hypercoaster isn't the best version of itself, but it features some exciting moments like the drop off of the mid-course brakes and the awesome turn through the trees at the end. And it's not like you cannot like a B&M Hyper. They're always some of the most comfortable and fastest, and zero-G airtime is still pretty damn fun. This is showing its age as it's one of the oldest hypercoasters out there, and it will be exciting to see what MACK eventually decides to do with this plot of land. Time will tell, but I'd love to see a MACK Hyper go into this area, of course.
Well, day one was pretty flawless at Europa Park. This is clearly just another level of theme park here, above and beyond on everything. Every single ride is great. There's no standout ride, but they don't really need one because every ride is such a high quality. It's incredible. Operations are amazing, and the theming is above and beyond in every way.
And just like that, day one was finished. It was filled with long lines, and it was clear when visiting in July or August why this is a place that you need to spend multiple days at. We hadn't hit close to half the rides yet, and the next day we would go back to ride the Wild Mouse Matterhorn Blitz, a fun themed coaster that is for sure worth going on, smooth and fast through many near misses. The bobsled as well, Schweizer Bobbin, is located right nearby. Another example of one of the better quality themed bobsleds out there. smooth, and these style rides are always fun for everybody. The park has plenty of family coasters as well, like Pegasus and Alpen Express Enzien, which takes place indoors and outdoors. It's a powered coaster and it does a couple of laps around the layout. Europa Park has an amazing collection of rides. There's likely no standout attractions that will be on your top 10 list, but the park really isn't about that. Nothing is the best, but collectively, it's fantastic. The sheer amount of rides and attractions mean that there's something for the whole family. MACK is also redoing many of the older rides in the park to bring them up to date, make them smoother, more fun. Most are good and well updated, with only a few really needing a major redo. The overwhelming size of Europa make this a 2-day visit minimum. I would have been happy with a whole week here to really take in the restaurants and hotels, but for most people, I believe that 2 or 3 days here is what you should aim for. If you're seeing shows and taking time to eat at the sit-down restaurants, then a longer stay is the way to go. Lines can get long. We were able to rewrite a few coasters, but a lot of them were one and done for us. And just a note, this park does not let you choose your row at every single attraction. So if you're hoping to get the back row ride on everything, it may take a few visits to really ride everything where you want to ride it. Europa is one park that you want to just walk into random areas because it's filled with weird, hidden walkthroughs and attractions hidden behind small signs and unassuming entrances. Even the bathrooms here are themed in a manner that would blow you away if you saw this in an American theme park. Way better than anything that Disney or Universal has ever done, in my opinion. After 2 days here, it seems like the middle of the day is when it's better to be towards the front of the park for the lines. Voletarium is a flying theater. It seemed like it had the lowest wait time midday when people started to make their way towards the back of the park. But other than that, this is just a park that I can't say enough good about. It's all above and beyond in quality, and a park that I really want to get back to and make sure that I stay on site at the park to enjoy the water park and the many themed hotels that this place has to offer.
Actually, guys, it's still running.
Just like that, our 2 days at Europa was over, and it was time to head north to the next park, Tripsdrill, as well as the Expedition G-Force, home of Holiday Park. It was going to be a very exciting day, one that we couldn't wait for. So until next time, we'll see ya.
Expedition G-Force is right there, which is like totally insane to see that ride.